A Christian preacher from Surrey who abused 2 girls and 2 women over a period of 3 decades has been jailed for 4.5 years. 2 of Allan Cundick's victims had been told by an Eastbourne preacher to forgive their abuser. One was urged not to report him to the police.
Well, when Surrey police were first informed, Cundick was then released with a caution. The force has now apologised for failing to investigate the case properly. Our special correspondent, Colin Campbell, has the details.
Allan Cundick used his position as a Plymouth Brethren Gospel Hall preacher to abuse children. He repeatedly sexually assaulted Lena Barnes when she was 13 years old.
I was silenced about it by the church for years, who didn't believe me. I was told I was a liar. I was told not to talk about it again. I was told to be reconciled with my abuser. I was told to be merciful to my abuser. So a lot of pressure from people in the church. This result is a vindication for me that I was telling the truth all along, that what I said actually happened.
When Lena Barnes went to Surrey police with the names of corroborating witnesses in 2011, she says they told her they would not be able to do anything as it was her word against his. After complaining a month later, Cundick was arrested but only issued with a police caution. Lena says she was told this was the only option. Officers told her he was elderly and on heart pills. But in November 2012, a second victim came forward after we reported on the case. Surrey police did not inform Lena of this development.
It was a severe letdown on the part of the police, very disappointing that I actually had to fight so hard just to get justice and just to get this man even to court.
In 2012, we reported that leading Eastbourne evangelist Ian Jackson had urged Lena not to report Allan Cundick to the police, instead show mercy. He also told Ruth Smith, another of Cundick's victims, to seek forgiveness in God.
I read it that Ian Jackson wanted me to forgive Allan Cundick, forget all about it, and that way nothing would affect the Brethren name, the assemblies, the Plymouth Brethren, the gospel halls that these people, Ian Jackson and Allan Cundick, were members of.
Ian Jackson told us in 2012 he had only tried to help Lena and acted in good faith, adding there was no cover-up and no intention to cover up. Sentencing Allan Cundick to 4.5 years in prison, Judge Peter Moss told Cundick that it was the strength of the Brethren church community in Surrey which gave him the opportunity to abuse. Male-orientated, he said there was no way out for the young women. Surrey police accept it failed Lena Barnes. In a statement, they said victim care is a priority, that they're working with partners to adopt best practice and urge any other victims of sexual abuse to come forward. Finally seeing her abuser go to prison, Lena Barnes says Allan Cundick's jailing is vindication after a lengthy and distressing battle for justice. Colin Campbell, BBC South East Today at Guildford Crown Court.
Well, it's now exactly 6:45.